Back now with a special operation. Transitioning from life in the military to life as a civilian can be a challenge for any service member.
For Special Operations Forces, who are highly trained and used to a great deal of structure, figuring out the next step in life can be tricky, and that's where the Honor Foundation comes in. And your side's Haley Mylon has more about that. Haley?
Well, Tom, Lena, Special Operations Forces are some of the most skilled and talented professionals in the nation. This program builds on that training, making highly sought-after members of the civilian workforce.
Disarming bombs, disarming home loans.
After 2 decades as a Naval Explosive Ordnance Disposal Officer, Harry Bass Knight made the transition to civilian life. But he wasn't sold on what he wanted to do for his next chapter. Through the Honor Foundation, he found his way to a mortgage broker role with Veterans United Home Loans. A similar story for his colleague, former Navy SEAL Justin Miller.
Nobody wants to see shooting and jumping and diving and all that stuff on your resume. It was hard for me to imagine how the things I did in the military would translate.
Miller prepared to retire from the SEAL teams in 2020, wondering what he'd do next. As a SEAL, he was one of the most highly trained members of the military, but that's the only life he'd ever known.
I was kind of unsure about what to do next step. I got in the Navy when I was pretty young. I was 18 when I went to boot camp and been in since then. So definitely was looking at something really new for me.
Both Miller and Bass Knight credit the Honor Foundation's program in part for their new careers. The Honor Foundation is a nationwide nonprofit with a headquarters in Virginia Beach, coaching and guiding the nation's most skilled special operations personnel for civilian careers.
You don't know what you don't know yet. And until you do some digging and find out what's behind that closed door, then you can't really tune it out.
Miller says he learned through the Honor Foundation experience that he wanted a career in which he could advance and be a self-starter. He says that's a characteristic that sets his peers apart.
You're getting people that have been selected and trained to be very self-starting, able to manage themselves, be where they're supposed to be when they're supposed to be, and do what they need to do without a lot of supervision, and then be able to manage other people doing the same.
Director of Virtual Programming Bob Newman is a retired SEAL himself. He says the Honor Foundation helps participants separate their soft skills, such as leadership and adaptability, from their hard skills, like jumping out of an airplane. He says the structure of the Honor Foundation program helps fellows leave behind the structure of the military life that they've known.
Coming from the military, we've lived in a very linear life. You know, you do this, you're going to get that. The Honor Foundation is an incremental way to help them pivot and transition from that linear life to now they're actually in charge of their own destiny and can make all their own choices.
After figuring out their interests, fellows go through rigorous networking. Part of the program is dubbed 50 Cups of Coffee. Fellows literally sit down over a cup of coffee, getting to know various professionals 50 times over. The Foundation's professional network becomes a lifelong support system for alumni.
We serve for life as well. If they're going to change the business sector they're in or go to another region to live, we can use our network to help them.
Now, just last week, I spoke with someone who's wrapping up his service in the Navy, and before he even finished the Honor Foundation program, he accepted what he called a great job offer in the sales industry. I have more information on the program over on wavy.com. I'm Haley Mylon, 10 on your side.